and good afternoon, YouTube community. Guys and girls, it's your boy Lex Anderson. Here as always, representing the Yankees. Hashtag, well actually, as you know how it goes, before I start my Yankee videos or talking about the Yankees, I have to pledge allegiance to the Yankee universe, Pinstripe Pride, and the Bronx Bombers, and the Yankees' eternal mission to always bring a World Series to the Bronx in New York City. Let's go Yankees! And Aaron Judge, who is now the rookie leader with the most home runs, currently sitting on the big 5-0. Congratulations to Aaron Judge. Wow, what a season. And of course, it makes me especially proud to be a New Yorker, and in particular, a part of the Yankee universe, to see what he's accomplished this season. Truly an amazing thing to see. And as the Yankees have secured a playoff spot, I'm feeling very good about our chances to not only get to, but win the World Series. We have phenomenal hitters. We have Aaron Judge. We have Gary Sanchez, Greg Bird, timely hitting by people like Ellsbury, Starlin Castro, Didi Gregorius. Like, honestly, our lineup, as if like I'm paying their salaries, right? But the Yankees lineup, top to bottom, like we're just straight dangerous. Aaron Hicks, I mean, it's just, oh my God. Brett Gardner, the hitman. You know, in terms of pitching, Luis Severino is truly a bona fide ace and definitely should be the one to start any first game of a playoff series, in my opinion. And hopefully Joe Girardi will do that. We have a great bullpen. The depth is sick. But Betances, Aroldis Chapman finally looks like he's got his mind right. Chad Green, who's truly amazing. Like, you got to see that guy. Sonny Gray, the valued addition that we have. So I'm really looking forward to seeing good things come this postseason. And you know, especially when it comes to Major League Baseball, when those postseason lights are on, this is what's going to separate the players from the legends. And also congratulations to Chicago Cubs for clinching a playoff spot. 1 minute they were dead in the water. Joe Madden works his magic. They're back in the postseason. So congratulations to the defending World Series champions, Chicago Cubs. Now, on to another topic. Baseball. Carmelo Anthony is no longer a New York Knick. He is now with OKC. Okay, he's with the Oklahoma Thunder. Another big three: Paul George, Russell Westbrook, and Carmelo Anthony. And sadly, only one basketball will be on the court. I've heard rumors that they're looking into installing an offense where there'll be 3 basketballs on the court, so we'll see how that works. But I'm just playing around. Realistically, here's what's going to happen. Nothing. Nothing is going to happen. You know why? Because just like Dwayne Wade's old ass going to rejoin and be reunited with his boyfriend, LeBron James, he took the buyout. He gave back $8.5 million so he could leave Chicago. Because, like I've always said, D-Wade is a bandwagon biatch. And he's proven me right. You know why? Let's take a trip down memory lane. When LeBron didn't tell D-Wade that he was going to opt out, D-Wade opted out. His contract was restructured. He lost $5 million. The same $5 million that is what kept him from re-signing with Miami when he originally went to Chicago. So now he gives back $8.5 million to have the rest of his contract brought out so he could be signed with the Cavaliers for what, $2.5, $3 million? And you're expecting me to believe that Dwayne Wade's old ass is the missing ingredient to lead the Cavs back to the finals and win a championship over the Golden State Warriors? Are you really kidding me? If so, your basketball IQ or your claim to be a smart fan needs to be stamped revoked, rejected, dismissed. If you are a real fan, you will remember that when the Miami Heat rested Dwayne Wade's old ass in the regular season to prepare for their finals rematch with the San Antonio Spurs, you would know that the Miami Heat made NBA Finals history by suffering the worst finals margin of loss regarding points in NBA Finals history. So you rest D Wade's old ass, you get the matchup with the Spurs seeking revenge, and the Spurs annihilated the Miami Heat. Chris Bosh was rendered useless. And then, of course, came the subsequent health issues with him. It makes no sense. You know, I was telling anyone who saw Fight Club, there was a particular scene where Edward Norton would go into these counseling groups to hear other people talk about the things that were affecting them, like being stricken with cancer or having, odd fetishes. And he would leave feeling better about his life. That's LeBron James. LeBron James clearly has an attraction for old, useless veterans. J.R. Smith, the often injured Derrick Rose, Deron Williams. Give me a break. Channing Frye. And now the crown jewel, another old ass, broken down former all-star who mentally is living in his old glory day mind. Now you have the crown jewel of old ass players, D Wade. There's no way you can convince me to think that they would be better and can take on the Golden State Warriors. It's totally not happening. The Warriors, barring a trade or a catastrophic injury to any of their players, they will repeat. You know why? Because when you have a bench, okay, so back to OKC, let's go full circle. If you don't have a bench, it doesn't matter who your 3, your 4, or your starting 5 is. If you can't have a bench to spell you for a few minutes to keep, maintain, or grow a lead, it's not happening. It's not happening. When you have a player like David West who could earn 15 to 20 million, taking $1 to $2.5 million to play on your team, you have a contender. Sean Livingston, anybody? Okay. So save me the hype. All these trades have regular season value for regular season drama. But barring earth-shattering events of epic proportions, like the way our weather's been due to global warming, I see no reason right now, honestly, today as I speak to you guys and girls, sports fans, why the Warriors will not repeat as NBA champions. Sports fans sometimes, I really have to wonder. Yeah, the Celtics look cool on paper, but can they get to the finals? Can they get past LeBron? And let me tell you something. The Eastern Conference right now is it's a dead zone. No man's land. John Wall has been paid over and over again, being given $173 million for what? For what? He can't get to the NBA Finals with the squad he has. Uncle Drew, we'll see how it plays out with Boston. Could Uncle Drew lead his team past the Cavs? Oh, and speaking of Cavs and LeBron's love for injured players, how's IT4 with that hip? I'm reading and hearing that he won't be back to January, February. So what? Old ass D Wade and LeBron are going to try to relive their glory days when they formed the Big Three in Miami? Yeah, history does repeat itself, but sometimes not all good repeats end well. And it didn't end well in Miami, and it's not going to end well in Cleveland. And the Cavs and the Eastern Conference as a whole better hope and pray that LeBron doesn't opt out and go out west to sign with the Lakers, because then the Eastern Conference will officially be dead. Who's trying to stay up late to see the Bucks play the Raptors? Not me. Now, if you have the Bucks going out there to play Golden State, oh yeah, I'll see that. But as a fan, I'm not going to be staying up late to see a primetime matchup of what? Orlando Magic versus the New York Knicks? A game of nobodies. Hell, I won't even stay up to see Orlando play Golden State. But let me tell you something. The Western Conference is clearly where it's at. I'm already a Lakers fan anyway, so I'll be staying up watching my West Coast games. But now with all these trades, there is more of a reason for me to stay up later than usual and wake up and get a cup of coffee before I head to work, because I'll be so sleep deprived watching all these excellent matchup games. I'm sure the schedule maker for the NBA can't wait to pencil in all these wonderful schedules, as Melo has a chance to do something he's never done before, win a championship, which he still won't. So that's my take on regular season in terms of the NBA basketball. But before I go, let's talk about the college thing. Pitino, Louisville. You know Pitino, who everybody heralds as a great coach, but in my opinion is nothing more than a mobster, a sleazebag, a promoter of using young men for his own selfish gains. Pitino, Rick Pitino, scandal. Oh, another one? Pitino is the epitome of white privilege as far as I'm concerned. Does anyone remember 2009 when he was having sex with a woman in a restaurant on a table because his buddy, the guy who owned the restaurant, left him the keys to close the shop? Pitino. And then that sports network wants to talk about his victories. Those will soon be null and void. The NCAA is fragmented. It's a disgrace. It needs to be disbanded. These college kids deserve a cut of the money. It's a billion-dollar industry. I say pay these kids. Pitino, see you later. I never liked you. You were full of scandals. Every time a scandal broke out, like remember when prostitutes were being given to your players and you expressed fake outrage and that it will be looked into? Give me a break. Your time has come and gone. I can't wait for them to wipe your victories, your Final Fours, and your championships off the table. But of course, since he is white privilege at its finest, I'm sure he'll find another job elsewhere. That's all I have for today. Thank you guys and girls for tuning in. Subscriptions and likes are greatly appreciated. And I will catch you on the other side of town, because this is your boy Lex Anderson, and I'm signing out.